Hi, welcome to Afterthoughts. This is Marquita.
Jen.
And today we are talking about the season 4 premiere of Game of Thrones.
Dun, 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 dun.
That was pretty good. Like that was.
I want to do the South Park version, but
I know, I can't do it without the wiener. This was the first the season premiere, again, and this was entitled Two Swords. A lot of catching up with a lot of characters, so we're just going to kind of briefly graze over the review and then how we felt about this opening episode. Want to start, Shannon?
no.
Okay.
No, but I will. I'm sorry. This episode, it was just like a snooze fest for me.
Yeah, that's what you get when you have to catch up on so many characters in one episode. It's just a lot going on.
Yeah, so opening up, we see, what's his name, Tywin, and he's melting down a sword, a big old huge sword into two small swords, and he gives one to his son, Jaime, and pretty much tells Jaime, it's time for you to go back to Castle Rock because you have one arm, and you can't protect the king with one arm.
Facts are facts.
So it kind of was, I'm sure that was a little heartbreaking for him, but he still refused. He's going to do what he wants, so.
He wants to stay close to his family.
I don't know why, because Joffrey, oh my gosh, that little kid.
Oh, Joffrey. Yeah, poor Jaime, though. He's kind of going through a little, he's seeing what it's like to be his brother. You know, what it's like to be like the outcast. He even went back to his sister, and she was just like.
Because he denied her when he first came back last season. And then so I'm like, cool, he's done. He's going to be my guy. I'm gonna like him now. This coming next season. And then he tries going back to Cersei, and then she's like, oh no, things have changed. You come back with one arm and this and that and blah blah blah. And I was like, it's so weird. It's so incesty. Oh my gosh,
I know, it is really incesty.
It's just mixing the skin crawl.
I think she knows there's a lot of eyes in the castle now. You know, I'm glad that she kind of pushed away from that a little bit.
Like, get with it now.
You're just back. You know, like why don't you cool it for a little bit?
So I still don't like him.
Yeah, it's still kind of growing on him. You know, it's still. I feel kind of bad for him. You know, his Joffrey kind of rubbed into him how he's 40 years old and had no accomplishment. Yeah, you know.
And then you're Joffrey talking about, I held down the castle and I saved the day. I won the war. Dude, that was one battle. The war is coming.
He was only in the battle for like a minute.
It was what's his name? Tyrion? Mm-hmm. Dinklage's character who actually saved the day and, saved the castle. And everyone hates him. Also.
Yeah, they still look down. That's how it is back then, So that was that character. That was Jaime. Us catching up on Jaime. And he's still vowing to protect the Stark girl.
No, Lady, what's her name? Lady of Tarth or whatever, something.
Mm-hmm.
She convinced Jaime. She convinced. That
was their agreement.
Yeah, she had to remind Jaime that their agreement was to make sure she was safe. The original agreement was to get the Stark girls back to their mother. But mother's dead. But Brianna of Tar was still like, but you still need to hold that vow. They might not have to go to their mother, but they need to be protected. Mm. That was the agreement, and that's why you were let go. The only reason why you were let go and not executed.
I'm glad too. I'm glad she has a lot of protectors. I feel so bad for her. Oh gosh, she's in like the worst spot in the world.
I do.
Gosh, I can't wait till she's
like a really good actress. Like her,
she is.
Her like melancholy. It's so believable, and you do feel for her. And it's just like you eat, child.
Yeah, like poor thing. How can she eat? Of course she can't eat. So
Tyrion's character. He's looking for, for some Prince Oberyn. Is that his name? Oberyn? Mm. Oh my gosh.
The Dorns.
I can't remember their names. So
yes, it's like the family rivalries. All of a sudden, it's like the Capulets and Montagues all over again.
He finds, the Oberyn, he gets to King's Landing early. And so Tyrion has a little meeting with them or whatever, and that's where Oberyn tells him what he's there for. And they always pay. What's their last names?
Lannisters.
No, not the Lannisters.
Oh, the Dorns?
The Dorns. The Lannisters aren't the only ones who pay their debts back. So apparently his sister married into the That's the mother of dragons family, right?
Yes, she married into that
family, had 2 children, a boy and a gal, and apparently the boy and girl were murdered. Do you think that's Danny, one of the girls?
I don't know.
And his sister was raped and murdered and was pretty much slit up sounded like the Wahoo with a sword.
Cut in half, yeah.
And then, but then after he tells his story, they do cut to Danny. So I'm like, I don't know. Okay, we're not once again, but we are giving this review because we've never read the books, so we don't know what's going to happen. I know there's 2 books that haven't finished or whatever, but we don't know what's going to happen. So we're saying it from.
We're just watching this show alone.
Yes.
As season by season.
So
I don't like spoilers.
I don't know. It sounds like Danny might be related to him through his sister. So.
We shall see. Yeah, he's an interesting character too. It's like why you really don't know why he's there. Mm-mm. You know he's not really there for the wedding, so maybe he knows maybe something's gonna go down. I don't know. I'm kind of interested in that. I'm interested in his family. I've heard things about this family from people who read the books. Okay. So they're supposed to be a big part. So it's gonna be interesting. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, so far interesting.
So Danny. I don't know how do you say Daenerys. There you go. That's a pretty name, but damn,
it is a pretty name for a pretty lady.
Beautiful lady.
Okay, real quick with Daenerys, what happened to
They recast him.
No way, that's
him.
Okay, see, I was gonna IMDb.
Yes, they recast Darius.
That's him.
That's Darius. That hot blonde from last season.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for.
Pissed off.
No way.
I was pissed off.
What was the point of that?
He probably couldn't deliver those intimate scenes with the flowers, which was really cute, by the way he did that. She was like, would you like to walk at the back of the line without your shoes? But every time he gave her a flower, it was with a purpose, and that's what she liked because it's going to help her in her quest. So to me, I'm liking this new guy so far, but it was very shocking because the last guy who was cast as Darius was
he was so hot. That's why I don't like him. I'm sorry. It's still hard for me to look at him as who he was. So I was like, I think he's supposed to be that guy, but I'm going to have to IMDb and check. And so knowing that, it's going to be hard for me to grow on him because they could at least got somebody who was just as hot.
Yeah.
You went from like 10.
He was like Conan
the Barbarian. This is the most we grabbed. Yeah.
The guy who's like in the Da Vinci.
Yeah. So there's that one. So it was a recast. Thanks for letting me know. Sucks. But anyway, so the dragon snapped at her. Sorry.
But see, you can't let that ride.
Yeah.
You got to get in there, put that dragon on its back, and belly up. You have to really, Caesar, tell her Caesar. You got to
check. Like, damn, yeah, that was kind of scary. Hey, like you said, you can't be training them. Yeah, exactly. You don't mess with the animal when they're eating. Mm-hmm. Period. She'll learn.
Dang, that would have
she got quite an army, dude. She's really built up her army and city.
And now she's going to go, I think, liberate another city. And they're about 180 miles away from this city. And every mile marker has a dead body with a hand pointing, I guess, towards the city she's headed to. So I really appreciated her when the guy was like, you don't need to see this. We'll have some people go ahead and make sure they're buried before you get there. And she's like, no, I want to see every single face because it's going to fuel her hate fire and it's going to make her stronger. So I really appreciated that. Whoever writes for Danny's character, I really like her character. Even though she hasn't really done too much. But just like she's got that regalness about her. Well, we're seeing it slowly and slowly throughout the season. So I really appreciate her character.
I agree. Yeah, she's totally grown from the first time we met her, until now. She does carry herself very well. So yeah, so we see she's moving forth, about to make her army a little bit bigger, I guess. So that's her. Who else did we see?
The little girl.
Oh gosh. Okay, Ari, who's like one of my favorite characters. I love watching Ari. She was the tomboy from Jump, and she just does not care. She would fight a grown man. She does not care. Mm-hmm. She's fueled by revenge.
That's perfect.
That's the perfect way to describe her. She's a little ankle biter. Yeah, she got her sword back too. Mm-hmm. So I was really happy about that.
I love the way she did it because she got her revenge slowly. It was just like, say you're dead.
And remember who I am, and now you can die.
She gave verbatim the speech that he told her when he took her sword and killed her friend. And that was awesome. He didn't remember until the very end.
Like, oh, it's you. Sick bastards.
So
Yeah,
kudos to
Ari,
Arya.
yeah, I'm so thrilled to continue seeing her quest. I can't wait till her and her sister reunites. That would be a fun episode. They're all they got left. Oh, and their brother eventually. And then we got a little bit of snow in the wildlings, and I guess they're still planning on heading towards the wall. Jon Snow completely told them the whole game plan, so of course they don't stand a chance, which we all knew
And
anyway.
they didn't kill him. They didn't cut off his head because he spoke the truth. He told 100%. He told everything. So
Even
they
more
couldn't
than he
help
had
but
to
to
tell.
believe the information they gave him because he told on himself. He said he laid with the wildling, and which totally shattered his vows. They couldn't help but the older guy. He was just like, "No, we won't be dying today."
Old Perv, he's always up at Littlefinger's house anyway. He's like, yeah, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do.
So that was pretty cool. And yeah, so that's all that happened. No game changers. I wish this wedding would hurry up and happen. I'm so sick and tired of waiting for this little oh my gosh, that statue of him just on top of the dire wolf. Oh god, it made me vomit in my mouth a little bit.
Yeah,
It was so,
totally gagged.
please hurry up, wedding. Hurry
Yeah.
up.
Hurry up, Joffrey's funeral.
I can't wait. I want to see the
Gosh.
killings.
You know,
But the
that
killings
kid's
commence.
never gonna work again. I swear. I just can't look at his face
he
without
just
hating
might
him.
though, because we hate him that much. That means he's a good little
He's
actor.
a good actor. He's a great actor because I can't even stand to see him on the screen. He doesn't even have to say anything yet.
It's just like, whatever's gonna come out of his mouth is gonna make you want to just punch the TV.
Just the definition of an a-hole.
But yeah,
So yeah, that was the episode. Not really, like you said, no game changers. Just no plot fillers or anything. Just catching up
this
with
is
all the
by the way,
characters.
this is what's going on since the last. So nothing, no,
Nothing pushed forth.
yeah, no
Hopefully we
opening
can get
like
to this wedding.
jaw dropper. Okay, so that'll be it. I'm gonna give this episode a C. It was interesting, but it's nice to see the characters, but nothing was going on.
Yeah, I'll give it like a for what it was. It's just I give it like a B minus only because it was still they still did a good job at catching everybody up. In one episode, like we can kind of get a feel of what this season's gonna kind of be like. So it was typical for Game of Thrones. Because we already know they got to set it up somehow. So.
There you go, the long setup.
1 hour, an hour setup. But it's only going to get juicy, ladies and gentlemen. So continue to join us as we follow this Game of Thrones that is happening. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about the episode, and maybe if you know some fillers on why they recasted the hottest guy on the show, let me know.
That's a shame.
This has been Afterthoughts. I'm Marquita.
I'm Shannon.
Catch us next time.
Bye.
Bye.